Okay, hello everyone, I'm Mika the Shadowbeast, and welcome back to Slay the Princess. We are going to just go ahead and kill her this time.
You're on a path in the woods.
We're
and
not
at the
even
end of
going
that path
to hesitate.
is a cabin. You're
Yes,
here.
yes. Da-da-da-da-da. And
That's
that one.
the spirit.
Okay. Maybe
You make your way up the short path. A warning, she will We're not going to go through. Ignore him.
If you saw my last video, you'll know that we kind of went and kind of flaked, I guess.
The interior of the blade.
Take the blade.
You take the blade.
I mean,
from
it's all the
table.
same stuff, so I'm not gonna
It'll be
really
rather
do anything. We'll just silently continue
Door
on.
to the her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds. Don't let it.
Continue down the
You're
stairs.
still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so focused on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Steer your nose
You
and
step
step
forward,
forward.
your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
The narrator told me I could.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Should have brought some arrows, man.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
I think she's lying.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see the razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing. She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
She looks like Snoopy, okay? I'm not gonna lie. She looks like a Peanuts character with that face.
You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh,
Yeah, you weren't expecting that, were you?
this is it, isn't it?
You're talking really well.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder. Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Maybe if I curb stomp it and latch it to the basement floor.
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying conviction in her words. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
Oh, she works on a system of belief. She works on a system of belief. That's how she's gonna end the world. She's gonna believe she can do it, and thus she will.
But it's over, isn't it?
No,
She
she
stopped
still
breathing
thinks she's
moments
alive,
ago.
so she's gonna be
That arrogant
alive.
look still plastered on her face.
That was quick. I figured this out all the way.
But is it over?
No,
Really over?
of course not.
Over? Don't get all worked up.
It's not over.
We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
Lots of harm. Goodbye,
I really don't think you should do that.
Why?
And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is
The
dead.
princess is dead, but what about the
Your blade
monster she
pierced
will
her
become?
heart. There's no coming back from that.
Check for a pulse
You
anyway.
lean down and place your hand against her
Hey!
neck, holding your breath as you search for a pulse.
What kind of hand
Even
is
though
that?
you know you're not going to find one. We definitely won't if you keep talking.
I'm insane.
I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into question? Wait, what was that? You know what that was. That was the sound of a heartbeat, followed by another, and another.
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Ooh, look at them teeth.
Something sharp digs into your side, the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy. Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that
I
now.
can't believe you gave him a
You collapse
knife.
to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs.
What am I? What kind of hand is that?
As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
See? At least he wasn't dead.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now.
Oh, nice.
See you around.
Succeeded.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you. For whatever that's worth.
Nasilu really looks dead here. That is the face of dead.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Again. The razor.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Yep. Oh, he slew the princess. Okay, let's read this. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no, but I died. What am I doing here? She's going to kill me again. But I already slew the princess, so she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again?
I can assure you that you didn't slay her, and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Are we sure we don't want to turn around and hightail it out of here? I really don't want to be stabbed to death again.
Flinching.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
She's got claws.
But that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us. Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
Let's just go. Leaving will do shit.
Warning before you go any further.
Okay.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. No, we can't go in there. Do either of you feel sick? Because I feel sick just thinking about that place. We're going to die again, and I bet it's going to hurt.
We'll be fine. I've got a plan.
It's good to be careful, but you're really not helping with all that talk about death and dying. Agreed. Just ignore that clown and stay focused.
Oh, flinching.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
I think my plan needs some reworking, because, this is not what I was expecting.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
No, that's a mirror.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Can you two stop arguing? It's stressful enough in here without all of this noise. As do I.
Yeah.
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror.
No, that's a
Why
mirror.
would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Let me see the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago.
What is going on?
And now it's gone. For the love of everything, can we just get this over with already? All this waiting is killing me.
Okay, let's just take the knife.
You take the blade from the... Okay. Holding it feels a little better. Maybe we can make it through this.
Should I ask her about the mirror? Okay, hang on. We are going to save it there. And now we go into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. That's right! Scraping! I told you she has something! I told you! That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There's something wrong with that voice. I can hear her bloodlust.
We have to turn around and leave.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view.
She looks
her
like
sharp
Alice.
eyes following
Alice in
you from
Wonderland.
across the room. I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody, quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
We're not falling for it. She's tricking us. Can't you hear that threatening edge to her voice? She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down. Then it'll all happen again. If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah! The razor, huh? Okay, that kind of startled me a little bit. Maybe a little bit more than a little bit. Okay, well, that's the end of that one, I guess. Let's do another path. I think this time I will let her go. I've got some time. Oh my god, just... There we go. Why did I don't remember why I saved it. Okay, yes, the hero and the princess.
Your honor, you're here. Don't mention
Okay.
it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path. A warning. She will lie. We're not going to go through with this. Ignore him.
I'm going to let her go.
The interior of the cabin is almost in the blade. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly
Hello? Is someone there?
is hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed. How
I'm
many
here to
times
save
do I
you.
have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
I just want to let her go.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
Yay.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Yay.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
I want to see the end. Okay, let's see what we can
Only
do.
making this more difficult.
Oh,
Thank
shut
you.
up.
Thank you.
She sounds so sincere here.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Do you have any idea? Okay. And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
Thank you. Aussie sounds so sweet.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Uh-oh.
Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Uh-oh.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
Uh-oh. Oop. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Well,
Easier for whom?
yeah.
Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
That's weebly.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the
Eey.
determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
No
Or
way.
we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
No, we're going to free her. Save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh.
Oh, I wish there was a better way. God, that is such a weird way to end that poor girl.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Bones are really tough, though. Like, you can't normally do that with a blade.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. No, she didn't.
Shit. Eclecticism, I think.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Oh, is she gonna put her arm back on? That would be so
Thank you.
cool.
Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
I want to marry the pretty princess. Let me out.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
I don't have any control, ma'am. Shit.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it! Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade! Move the blade! As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Yes, we have. It was for a pretty princess.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
Wow, she's actually crying.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
Wow.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The damsel. Okay, chapter 2, we're gonna save the princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. Oh, you bastard, you're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
Tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first time.
Yeah, right, man.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our
Smitten.
beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it. Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Okay. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
Yep. Listen to the hero.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
So I take the knife with me.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped
There's a
in
mirror
fine
again.
threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yes, I will.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Yeah. Wipe it clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago. And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't
feather?
guarantee sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
We'll take the blade, we'll need it to
Take the
free her.
blade from the... I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies. Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge, and hopefully it doesn't get turned on us. Again, there's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job.
I'll need it to free her. Up the things on the blade, on the cuffs.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an
Very
intricate
pretty here.
stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time.
Boy,
I can
Smitten
hear
is
wedding
really
bells
smitten.
already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far
Not finished,
wall.
you know?
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
I was so worried about you. You remember me, right?
Yes! To be continued. Well, I think I know what I'm going to do once this game comes out fully. I want to do the damsel. Okay, well, that is the end of that episode. So, thank you all so very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. I will be doing more of this because there are more endings I want to try and do. I haven't gotten all the achievements yet, so gotta do that too. And I will see you all in the next video. So, thank you so much, and good night.